What's up, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to make practice transfer into games. Before we get into the actual tips, the first two steps you need to be doing is shooting form shots, like almost right under the rim shots. And then also do a move like you see I'm doing right now in the video. I'm doing moves that I will do farther away, close to the rim, to perfect the form and the timing of the move. Doing this can significantly help you master moves because you can fine-tune a move close to the basket. And then when you move out, you will just have the same mechanics. And the second piece is you need to limit the moves you're doing. So when you're practicing, stop practicing a whole bunch of different moves, a whole bunch of counter moves. You need to get in the game, see what's open for you, and see what looks you're getting to, and then only practice those looks like 95% of the time. Like for other 5%, you could do other stuff, but 95% of the time, you should only be doing the stuff that you're gonna see. There's no point in having everything else. You need a pull-up midi, probably, definitely a catch and three, definitely a finishing game, and a float bag. And then like a hezzy pull-up. I mean, you don't need that much. A snatch back shot, and then that's about it. You don't need that much more. You need to be able to pass and defend. But having all these extra moves and just trying to deepen your offensive bag is most likely not necessary. A lot of times you'll hear people say just pick a move and master it, but that's really not the case. You need to pick a few moves and master those few moves. And because in the game, when people start playing up on you on a move or getting real aggressive and try to take it away, you're going to have a counter. But that doesn't mean you need to fade away, double pump fake or nothing like that. If I got the high pull-up mid-range, and then somebody takes that away, then I got the one dribble pull-up, hezzy, make a decision. I either drive or I shoot it. And then the defender has to make a decision. You got to play depending on what they feet do. If I got a really good catch and shoot three, or I got that little between the leg hop back to a three, and then you got to play up on me. If I hit that hop back, then you got to make a decision. You step up, blow past you, or step up. Don't step up and not shoot it. And that's how simple the game is. You just have to figure out what's open for you, and then after you master the moves you're trying to get to, you got to expand it. That's how you build an offensive bag. But just practicing a whole bunch of fadeaway and stuff like that, like, it's not gonna help you. I did that, and I got to score crazy in practice. I got to score crazy in one-on-ones. Get in the game, it's not there, because the court has 10 people on it, and it's not like you're going up against your teammates. You're going up against other people you never played against before. You don't know their defensive tendencies, and they're getting away with fouling you, and they could play really aggressive. And even if they weren't doing that stuff and the ref was good, like, it still doesn't matter, because you should be able to simply get to shots. And you got to practice your offense. The first tip is that confidence is key. Why I'm saying this is because you probably heard this before a lot, but you need to switch your mentality when it comes to basketball. It's not even about just trying to convince yourself you can do it, because it's not going to work probably. That will work on top of some other things. But the thing you have to do is you have to see success. You have to see success in practice. You got to get used to seeing the shots that you're taking go in. And that's how you build your confidence. You also have to play the game with like your own style, your own pace. You can't just look at somebody else and try to copy how they play it, because they got their own thing. You got to take a little bit from different people and create your own thing. A little bit from yourself, and you got to create a great player that way. You can't just try to steal somebody else's whole thing, their whole style and pace and all that stuff. You got to create your own. And yeah, that just all comes with building confidence, which starts with seeing the basketball go in the hoop, and then after that, seeing success. The second tip is to stop being a ball hog and actually pass the ball. Move off the ball. Stop trying to get ISO buckets by dribbling for 10 seconds, especially in high school basketball. Like, literally pass it, move around, catch it, tween, drive. If you play up, take it to the hole, draw a foul. If they don't play up, pull up mid range. Like, It's not about having a whole bunch of moves, and it's not about trying to go score on your own. You literally get the ball. And it starts off in practice. If your teammates don't give you the ball, then they just don't trust you to have the ball. And you just got to show that you can do it. And that you got confidence. You got to build trust with your teammates, and everything's going to take time. And the last thing is that you have to analyze the game. You have to see how to fix the mistakes you're making. You have to see how to handle whatever is going against you in the game. For example, if you can't handle the ball and you're getting a lot of pressure, you have to understand how to control your body, how to hand swipe, how to hook without getting called a foul. You have to understand how to get away with a push off, how to use your body to carve out the defense. Like, there's a whole bunch that goes into it, but it's really not that. It's not that difficult. The reason that you're struggling with making other habits in the game to help you get better outside of putting the ball in the basket is because you're trying too hard to put the ball in the basket, specifically with either ball hogging or trying to do too many moves, or trying to maintain too many moves and maintain a mastery of too many moves when you only master a few moves, and then you put your energy points into other spots in the game, into all-ball movement, and the game will be so much more simple. You have, like, I have such a hard work ethic when it comes to basketball, but I made it way too complex, and it's really just simple. Like, even when I started scoring high in practice, I was kind of getting to the moves, like the extra moves that I didn't need, but it wasn't that often. I should have just known then to stop practice. I'm trying to maintain it because it's taking away from your game. The last point is to fix your mentality. You probably beat yourself down a lot when you do bad, or like you tell yourself every time. It's a bad habit, so every time you mess up to be like, you know what, I just did that, bro, I'm trash. Even though you're like probably joking, even though you're just disappointed in yourself, you just can't have that. Like, constantly speaking negativity over you is gonna harm you. Another thing is work on your physical, like your body, work on your balance, your coordination, your athleticism, and then also work on playing with swag and style. Play your own game. Just play your own play style. Take a little bit from other good players, analyze other good players, and then just add it to yourself and just make yourself better. Like, keep analyzing and changing, and not changing. Or you could change, but also just develop yourself. And what I mean by play with swag is that not necessarily what you put on, but more with how you play, how you move, your confidence. You have to play with your own, like, you have to play like your own person and not try to copy other people. And on top of that, you have to just, like, if you need help with doing that, things I would suggest is like learning how to move your body well, like get good coordination, like do some footwork stuff, learn how to dance or something. Like, there's so much stuff that can help with basketball, but you're just too deep into basketball where you can't get that. That's why multi-sport athletes are good at basketball, or better way to word it is, people who are good at basketball, multi-sport athletes, because other sports helping them with stuff. It could be helping them mentally, whether it's building their toughness or giving them an escape, or it could be helping them physically with building them up with the way they train. Like, so much stuff. But the main thing is, if you're too deep into basketball, you gotta find a way to get out. You gotta, like, it's okay to take a break from basketball, and the break probably not be that long, but you just have to come to a realization that you're probably just trying, like, it's not a problem within you specifically, it's just a problem with what your perception or your perspective of the game, or your perception of yourself. And you just gotta play looser. You just gotta play more free-minded. So yeah, those are my tips for getting better. I'm gonna let the rest of this workout play out. It's gonna be like 30 seconds. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I got more videos on my channel, so go watch those. And yeah.
did Marisa, did you not ask him? You asked Mom, bro?